Welcome to Olin Business School's graduation recognition ceremony. I'm Mark Taylor, Dean of the John M. Olin School of Business, and I'm honoured to be able to host Olin's 54th Executive MBA class, along with their families and friends, what is an extremely important occasion under the most extraordinary of circumstances. At this point, I would typically pause to acknowledge family and friends who couldn't attend in person but watch instead on an internet video feed. But as we're all keenly aware, the global pandemic that has beset us means that every single one of us falls into that category this year. Today, we recognize our executive MBA students who carve out time from busy professional lives to invest deeply in themselves and in their careers. I've often heard from students like you who describe the experience of learning a new strategy in class and then applying it to their work the next day. This immediate application is a true sign of success for our students and for our faculty. Although we can't be together today, the Olin community felt it was important to pause, nevertheless, and to recognize your achievement. Your arrival at this moment in time is a testament to your hard work in the classroom, in virtual libraries, in study groups, all the while maintaining your own rigorous professional schedules. A virus that upended your professional and academic schedules has only compounded the scale of your achievements. That applies to each and every one of you, but nobody more perhaps than the 4 medical doctors among your class. We thank them for their expertise during this challenging moment in our history. In some ways, the sharp pivot we've all made is emblematic of what we prepare for at a school with a global reputation, such as Olin enjoys. We learn how to compile and analyze data, how to apply that data in principled decision-making, how to thrive in a global marketplace, how to anticipate shifting markets, how to be agile in times of uncertainty. Clearly, we put your agility to the test. No one could have foreseen the upheaval that the recent months have rendered in our lives and our education, our careers, and our futures. Yet, once the challenge of these times has faded into the background, I'm certain that the experiences you will carry forward from here will serve you through the next business plan, the next merger, the next product launch, the next startup, even the next crisis. Before we recognize our graduands, I'd like to acknowledge the Olin faculty members who've taught all of you. You'll see them on the screen right now. Also, I want to recognize members of Olin staff who've worked with you, and offer my thanks to Ashley McCrander, Corey Barron, Darlene Lisson, and Christy Chan. Now I'd like to introduce a member of EMBA Class 54 to share a few words with us. Dr. Patrick Aguilar, who recently moved to Tulsa, Oklahoma, where he serves as Chief Medical Officer for MedWise, a healthcare venture being launched by QuickTrip. Its first clinic opened in September, and plans are in place for ambitious growth throughout 2021. Previously, Pat was Director of Medical Critical Care and an Assistant Professor of Medicine at the Washington University School of Medicine. This past year, he was deeply involved in contingency planning during the jarring early weeks of the coronavirus pandemic in Missouri. In addition, Pat serves as an affiliate faculty member in the Department of Internal Medicine at Dal Medical School at the University of Texas at Austin, where he continues to participate in critical care education. Let's listen to Dr. Patrick Aguilar as he shares a few words before introducing the recipients of the Reed Teaching Award.
Hello 54 colleagues. Thank you for the privilege of spending a few minutes reflecting on what we have all just accomplished. In case you're afraid that I will endlessly ramble as usual, know that a 5-ish minute restriction has been imposed on me and I've agreed to abide by the rules. In our small group, we have a large pool of accomplishments. As leaders of military service, drivers of business growth, developers of new industries or sporting leagues, and holders of many advanced degrees, we have spent the last 20 months learning from each other with the engaged guidance of our expert faculty. With that in mind, I wanted to take a moment to frame what we've done and provide a sense of where I hope it takes each of us in the years to come. Olin Business School has now twice been named home of the world's best MBA for entrepreneurship by Poets and Quants. In view of that distinction, I thought that the best frame with which to consider our shared experience should be one of innovation. As you may recall, in 2009, a group led by Clayton Christensen published the results of a 6-year study of the discovery skills that distinguish the most creative executives. This was a complex undertaking involving surveys of hundreds of executives, resulted in a publication in Harvard Business Review detailing the activities tracked most closely with success and innovation. These skills were associating, questioning, observing, experimenting, and networking. These are the behaviors that drive innovation. This is the story of our EMBA experience. Innovators lead with associative thinking. Here, I'll throw in my obligatory quick trip reference, which is where I'm sitting right now, and point out that in the course of EMBA, I left the faculty at Washington University and moved to Tulsa to learn how convenience stores might make healthcare better for patients. Of course, I am not alone. Kelly has used her experience as a senior executive at Starbucks to launch an international global supply chain company in the face of a pandemic. What worked for coffee clearly has lessons to teach us about the movement of PPE. I'm going to spend an extra second on this topic because the whole of the EMBA curriculum is really focused on this driver of innovation. Much to the relief of both Todd's and most of our employers, few of us will actually perform formal financial valuations of projects. Thankfully, however, principles are translatable. From conversations with many of you, I know that the concepts of valuation have changed the way we think about personal and professional opportunities. Understanding the concept of value makes us better decision makers in whatever domain we find its use applicable. Through lessons like these, and associative learning broadly, we have become better doctors, salespeople, marketers, and consultants. Innovators also spend time questioning. To quote Peter Drucker, the important and difficult job is never to find the right answers, but it's really to find the right questions. I can't think of a group of people with a better gift of understanding. Venus taught us to ask, "What do you mean?" to get a better understanding of our negotiating opponent's positions. And although we sometimes struggled with the spreadsheets, Sam taught us to ask what the data means and look for patterns that help us understand the insights in front of us. Marcus helped us imagine opposites and embrace constraints. As we move forward in our careers, we should remember these skills and know that insights often lay just a few questions or modifications to Excel formulas ahead. Executives focused on innovation are also known for their skills of observation. To quote the article, discovery-driven executives produce uncommon business ideas, scrutinizing common phenomena. As MSNBC's Jonathan Allen told us during our trip to Washington, D.C., the best stories are often hiding in plain sight. Stepping back from our biases and thinking objectively about the information in front of us, we can find tips that lead us down the right path. Innovators experiment, prototype. They make proposals knowing that this will be the fodder for iteration as they think more about the problem. Beyond the capstone experience, we experimented and prototyped each time we handled a case discussion. From the early days displaying our printed out PowerPoint slides on a projector, to the Zoom calls of the last 9 months, and at every single pub we could find, we've experimented with ideas about how to solve tough business problems. I have learned a tremendous amount hearing each of you think out loud. For example, Max's cross-examination of my team's cost accounting processes in Tasty Freeze brought his hypothesis to life, even if it was slightly over the top. From presentations to arguments, watching each other wrestle aloud with proposed solutions has been a true highlight of the program. That brings me to the last skill that characterizes innovators: networking. Ron did the unthinkable and helped us learn accounting. Mahendra taught us how to choose costs. Peter helped us learn what it meant to be culturally Bayesian. And Bart walked us through the economics of filming a Fred Savage film in multiple countries. All of this just scratches the surface of what we should have gained from EMBA. We now have a network of professors to ask our questions, and a network of colleagues with whom we can continue to associate, question, and experiment over time. This network will be with us for our whole careers. I look forward to continuing to learn from each of you in the years ahead. Congratulations. I now have the honor of presenting the Reed Teaching Awards to two instructors who've had a tremendous impact on our EMBA 54 cohort. The Reed Teaching Awards are presented by the executive MBA classes to the professors whose enthusiasm and exceptional teaching most inspire, energize, and transform our students. On behalf of EMBA 54, I am proud to present a Reed Teaching Award to Professor Mahendra Gupta. Professor Gupta taught us that cost is a choice. Although we used the tools of mathematics to depict this through real-world examples, we each took away that lesson that reached a deeper level. There can be no understanding of value without an accurate understanding of cost. Although this is true in business, it is also true in every part of life. The metaphysical implications of these truths were not lost on any of us. Thank you, Professor Gupta, for helping us change our concept of cost in this way. Since we are virtual, Professor Gupta has recorded his acceptance remarks, and I'm excited to turn the Zoom camera in his direction.
Hello friends, EMBA Class 54, congratulations. This is a special moment for each and every one of you, and I'm very proud of you. And of course, you made me very proud by bestowing this award. I didn't realize till I got the email message from Corey. Thank you very much. I'm deeply honored. You all have done superbly well. Just a year back, we were sitting in the class, not knowing what lies ahead of us. The world changed around us. You thrived, you survived, and you continue to be successful. Go out and make a difference. And as you go out and make a difference, think carefully about what will you do differently. Think, pause, react, and make it real. And make it real with open heart and open mind. Congratulations again. Go out and win the world. It's waiting for you. Thank you.
We are also pleased to present a Reed Teaching Award to Professor Ron King. From the beginning of our EMBA experience, Professor King has set the stage for the language we all use to discuss business. Financial accounting has a reputation for being relatively intimidating to those who lack familiarity. For others, it is an exceptionally basic function of their business knowledge. For all of us, Professor King brought us from wherever we started to a place of deeper understanding with regards to the language that connects Main Street to Wall Street. Each of our subsequent classes was enriched by the learning we did in his class. Thank you, Professor King, for your patience, your good humor, and your eagerness to help us master this information. Since we are virtual, each professor has recorded their acceptance remarks. And with that, I'd like to introduce Professor Ron King.
Greetings, EMBA 54, and congratulations. Most pleased to be able to join you today for this digital ceremony. I hope you find interesting ways to celebrate today. It is a special day, and you deserve to take this time to really appreciate your accomplishments. I'd like to start by expressing my deep appreciation for receiving the Reed Teaching Award. It's been a great honor to work with you and to witness firsthand your growth over these past months. COVID-19 has made this moment a quintessential moment of novelty. Unfortunately, these novel times prevent us from getting together and sharing in person our thoughts. Graduation is really a special time for faculty because it gives us a time and place to share moments of memories and to revisit some of the good times we had. Because we'll not have that opportunity today, I'd like to take this time and provide a snapshot of what I might say if we were having a beverage after graduation today. Again, these are just themes and a snapshot, hopefully with the idea that we could explore them more fully when we were able to meet in person. Patrick, innovator, healthy appetite for challenge and passion for excellence. Ian, man of compassion, committed to deep connections. Josh, unwavering inner strength, fierce defender of values. Susan, a nurturing spirit, constructive partner, institution builder. Alex, intellectually exuberant, able to see around corners. Stacy, teacher at heart, bridge builder, translator for good. Tiffany, powered by curiosity, disciplined by experience. Max, penetrating intellect with a mindset for consensus. Mike, man who welcomes the ambiguities of the boundaries between known and unknowable. Alexander Lynn, designed for action, positioned for impact. Chris, embodies the science and art of decision making, student of people. Peter, leadership centric, mentor who understands the science of aligned incentives. Kelly, fearless courage, boundary extender. Sean, North Star values, leads by examples. Venus, wide-eye explorer of inner growth, role model for discovery. Priya, keen observer of context, a person who will be there for you. And Sean brilliantly balances the duality of conventional hierarchy and unfettered exploration. Of course, the words I use here to describe us can be shared among many. I know you have a portfolio of capabilities, but it's a snapshot as a place to start. So I'd like again to say three things. Thank you for the opportunity. Congratulations. And I look forward to seeing you down the road as you have your best lives and build a better world. So congratulations again. Carry on. You've added to my balance sheet of life.
Thank you, Pat, for your words to the class today. I'd also like to offer my sincere congratulations to Mahendra and Ron and thank them for the messages they shared today with our graduates. Now, please welcome Nick Argiers, the Vernon W. and Marion K. Piper Professor of Strategy, who will announce the C. William Emory Award.
Hello, my name is Nick Argiers. I'm the Academic Director of the EMBA St. Louis program. I'm very pleased to announce the winner of the C. William Emory Award. The Emory Award is given to the graduating executive MBA student who, in the opinion of the faculty and the administration, best exemplifies the qualities of scholarship, character, and leadership, and enjoys the respect, admiration, and affection of his or her classmates. The award is named in honor of Bill Emory, who began his Olin Business School tenure as a marketing faculty member in 1955 and co-founded Olin's EMBA program in 1982. He and his wife Jean were known for their generosity and passion for supporting the global Olin family, Washington University in St. Louis, and the community at large. This year's winner of the C. William Emory Award is Pete Mahoney.
Congratulations, Pete, and thank you for your hard work. EMBA Class 54 includes 4 new inductees to Beta Gamma Sigma, the International Business Honor Society that recognizes the top 20% of the class, representing the most outstanding students of business internationally. Well done to our new inductees, Josh Anderson, Max Doherty, Pete Mahoney, and Kelly McCoy. I'd like to take this opportunity to thank our students who are veterans for their service. Please join me in thanking Pete Mahoney, Kelly McCoy, and Sean Wilson, who bravely serve this country and who bring excellent leadership skills, an amazing work ethic, and true inspiration to our executive MBA. Thank you. Now I'd like to introduce Corey Barron, Olin's Associate Director of Executive MBA Advising and Student Affairs. Corey will present the members of today's graduating EMBA class.
All right, EMBA 54, it's your turn. First person up on the virtual graduation stage is Patrick Aguilar. Josh Anderson. Susan Armstrong. Alex Baselli. Stacy Broner. Tiffany Clark. Max Doherty. Mike Lane. Chris Lee. Alexander Len. Pete Mahoney. Kelly McCoy. Sean McMahon. Venus Patel. Priya Singh. And Sean Wilson. Congratulations to all of you. We'll miss you greatly, but it's great to see you made it through.
Thank you, Corey. And congratulations to our graduates from Olin's Executive MBA Class 54. Now it's my pleasure to welcome a special guest to share a few words. WashU's Chancellor, Andrew D. Martin. In addition to serving as our Chancellor, Dr. Martin is also Professor of Law and Political Science at WashU. Before returning to WashU, he served as the Dean of the College of Literature, Science and the Arts at the University of Michigan. Dr. Martin received his A.B. from the College of William and Mary, cum laude, and with high honours in mathematics and government in 1994, and his Ph.D. in political science from Washington University in 1998. He has previously served as the Charles Nagel Chair of Constitutional Law and Political Science at the Washington University School of Law, and as Vice Dean of the School of Law. He was also founding director of the Center for Empirical Research in the Law and chair of the Department of Political Science in Arts and Sciences. Here is Chancellor Martin.
Greetings, graduates and their family and friends, along with those colleagues who may be watching. Thank you for being with us virtually to celebrate this year's December recognition. Though this is certainly not the type of recognition we had anticipated for you, we think it is still immensely important to take this time to recognize your accomplishments. To our parents, guardians, close family members, friends, and colleagues, please know that each of you has played an important role in supporting our students and joining alongside them as they take this important step in their educational journey. We are extremely grateful and honored you are with us to help celebrate their accomplishments. And to our graduating students, congratulations. This is a culminating moment for you, and I'm delighted that you now join our global network of alumni who have helped establish our legacy of distinction in education, research, and patient care, and who are leading the way in their industries and fields. As graduates, you will help carry forward the long legacy of thinkers, innovators, inventors, educators, leaders, and servants who are committed to our mission to discover and disseminate knowledge and to improve lives in service of the greater good. As Chancellor and as an alumnus of this great institution, I'm thrilled to welcome you into the Washington University alumni community. To that end, please remember that your WashU chapter doesn't end here. In fact, in many ways, it's just beginning as you continue the university's tradition of distinction. I look forward to seeing how you'll use the education, skills, tools, and values you gained during your time here as you carry them with you into the world. With that, please come back and visit us often and stay involved and active as members of the WashU community. Congratulations again, and thank you for choosing to align your educational journey with Washington University. I look forward to seeing all your accomplishments and forging ahead on our search for knowledge and truth both individually and collectively, for many years to come.
Thank you, Chancellor Martin. Since our world was turned upside down in mid-March, I've been heartened every day by the fortitude, resilience, and creativity we've seen from our staff, from our faculty, and most importantly, from you, our students. I'm also inspired by your determination to complete your executive MBA program during these most challenging of times. Perhaps the photo montage showing on the screen right now will remind you of a few of those challenges and a few of the warm memories of your time together as WashU's EMBA Class 54. I'm privileged to have the opportunity to recognize you today. Please allow me the honor, please allow me the distinction of extending best wishes for success to our newest Olin graduates. I urge you to remain engaged with your alma mater. A lifelong learning relationship awaits you. Welcome to the alumni family of Olin Business School and of Washington University. Congratulations to Class 54. And remember, once Olin, always Olin.